Welcome back to Storytime. Tonight, I invite you to let go of the day's worries, close your eyes, and drift into a world of soft, peaceful dreams. As my words wash over you, feel yourself unwind and gently settle into a space of calm. Relax, and let this story carry you into the embrace of sleep. The waves kiss the shoreline in an endless rhythm, a lullaby created by nature itself. As the moon hung like a glowing pearl in the night sky, its light shimmered across the water, casting a delicate silver glow. From the sandy dunes, one could hear the gentle rush of the wind as it carried the scent of salt and sea, intertwining with the sounds of the ebbing tide. Alicia stood at the edge of the shore, feeling the cool grains of sand under her bare feet. Each breath she took was deep and slow, filling her lungs with the freshness of the ocean air. She closed her eyes, letting her thoughts float like small clouds drifting away in the breeze. It was her favorite time of day, the twilight hours when the beach was empty and the world seemed to quiet itself into serenity. The ocean had always been her sanctuary, a place to come when the noise of life felt overwhelming. Alicia wasn't in search of anything. Not tonight. She had learned long ago that sometimes the best moments come when you're not searching at all. Tonight, she was simply here to be, to breathe, to listen, to let the whispers of the ocean wrap around her like a warm blanket. Her fingers lightly touched the soft hem of her flowing dress, and she walked along the shore, her footsteps barely making a sound. The cool water lapped at her ankles as the tide began to pull in closer. There was something hypnotic about the way the ocean moved, the way it seemed to speak without words. The more she watched, the more Alicia's thoughts began to quiet. The day's troubles faded, and a peaceful heaviness began to settle in her limbs. Up ahead, she saw a small inlet where a smooth, flat rock jutted out over the water. It was the perfect spot to sit and watch the waves. She climbed onto the rock, feeling the warmth it still held from the day's sun. Alicia wrapped her arms around herself, settling into the moment. The gentle sway of the water began to match her breathing, in and out, as if the ocean itself was reminding her to let go. As the minutes stretched on, Alicia felt time lose its hold. She could have been there for hours, or only moments, it didn't matter. Her mind was as calm as the horizon, stretching endlessly without interruption. The stars began to twinkle overhead, little pinpricks of light that seemed to dance along with the rhythm of the sea. In the distance, she noticed something new, a light flickering far out over the ocean. At first, she thought it was a boat, its lantern cutting through the night. But as it grew closer, Alicia realized it wasn't a boat at all. It was too delicate, too soft. It moved in a way that boats never did, gliding effortlessly over the water, almost as if it was floating above it. As it came nearer, the light took on a shape, a figure draped in silvery light, moving toward the shore with purpose. Alicia blinked, wondering if she was dreaming, but the figure continued its approach, calm and unhurried. It was a woman, her form barely distinguishable in the glowing mist that surrounded her. Alicia felt no fear, only a deep sense of calm that enveloped her like a familiar blanket. The figure stopped just at the water's edge, her translucent feet hovering above the waves. She looked directly at Alicia, her eyes reflecting the moonlight in a way that made them seem ancient, wise, and kind all at once. The woman spoke, but her voice wasn't like any Alicia had heard before. It was soft, like the rustle of leaves in the wind or the distant call of birds at dawn. "You've come here often," the woman said. "Seeking peace, searching for quiet." Alicia nodded, though she didn't know why she felt the need to answer. The woman continued, her voice soothing, "The ocean is a wise companion, a constant reminder of life's ebb and flow. It teaches without speaking, and heals without touching. You've always understood this, haven't you?" Again, Alicia nodded, feeling the truth in the woman's words deep in her bones. She had always been drawn to the water, long before she could articulate why. It was as if the ocean held answers she didn't even know she was seeking. The woman extended her hand, palm up, as if offering something invisible. "Close your eyes," she said. "And listen. Listen to what the ocean has been trying to tell you." Alicia hesitated for only a moment before closing her eyes. The moment she did, the sounds of the night deepened around her, the gentle roar of the waves, the rustle of the wind, the distant cries of seabirds. But beneath it all, there was something more, something she hadn't heard before, a soft hum, almost like a melody, woven into the fabric of the ocean's song. It grew clearer the longer she listened, the hum turning into a whisper, a voice as ancient as the stars. It was neither loud nor urgent, but patient, as if it had been waiting for her to hear it all along. "You are enough," the voice whispered, carried by the wind and the waves. "You are part of this world, as constant and as needed as the tides. There is no rush, no need to hurry. Everything will come in its time, just as the waves return to the shore." Alicia felt a warmth spread through her, a weight lifting from her chest that she hadn't even realized was there. She let the words settle into her heart, like drops of water being absorbed into dry earth. Slowly, she opened her eyes, but the woman was gone. Only the ocean remained, whispering its eternal lullaby. Alicia stayed on the rock a while longer, feeling a peace she hadn't known in years. The weight of the day, the week, the month, all of it seemed so distant now, as though the waves had carried it away. And in its place was only stillness, a deep and abiding sense of calm. As the tide crept higher, Alicia finally rose from the rock. She made her way back along the shoreline, her footsteps light, her heart even lighter. The moon watched over her, and the waves continued their endless song, singing her home. Thank you for joining me tonight on Storytime. Let these words follow you into your dreams, where the ocean's whisper continues to guide you toward peace and rest. Sleep deeply, and may tomorrow greet you with calm and renewal. Good night.